The Pope's words elicited strong reactions from residential school survivors back in Canada, and we're joined now by two of them. Rose Grace Miller joins us from Kamloops. She's a survivor of the Kamloops Residential School. And so is Chief Harvey McLeod. He's in the Upper Nicola Band in Douglas Lake, British Columbia. Welcome to both of you. And Rose, let me begin with you. What was your reaction when you heard the Pope's apology?
Well, I was surprised. I was woken up by a phone call from CBC, and then I hadn't seen it yet. But as I viewed it, I had a lot of mixed emotions because I think for those that are ready to hear it and accept it, that's fine. But with myself, I'm not ready to accept the apology from the Pope.
I'll ask you more about that in just a moment, but Harvey, let me go to you and think back to the early hours of the morning in British Columbia and your reaction to what the Pope said.
Yes, I watched it this morning as things were occurring, like I have been watching all week. And my first reaction is I was shocked. And after spending the day thinking about the apology and how it was framed and how it was said, and I think the guy that you're looking at right now, he accepted it. But the one that really needed to hear that was not me sitting here. It was that little boy, that 11-year-old little boy that went to the Kamloops Indian Residential School, and he needed to hear that. And I think that there are so many others in the situation that I am. I'm having to go back and reflect what the words meant this morning and the next steps and finding some inner peace for ourselves and others around us.
Rose, you said you're not ready to accept the apology yet, and I know you're not alone. I know a lot of people who are watching, residential school survivors, also are not ready to accept the apology, and yet I've talked to so many people here in Rome this week who said that they needed to go through a healing process. What about for you? What do you need?
With the healing process is good, but the way that it was worded with apology, it was only a partial apology for some of the church, and not all of them took responsibility. And I thought that was where there was a flaw with, we were just partially hurt ourselves. We were hurt deeply. And every part of the whole religion with the Catholic Church destroyed so many of us that we were just partially hurt. And the way he worded it with some of the church was apologizing for some of their behavior. I didn't think that was right.
Harvey, as you pointed out, there will be no apology for the 11-year-old you and so many others who lived through this or didn't live through this over the years. But the Pope is coming to Canada. There will be other 11-year-olds in this country who will get a chance to hear him, maybe see him in person. What message do you think the Pope needs to bring to this country?
An acknowledgement that some terrible things happen to people like myself, and the world that we know and see and live in right now is changing. And not to look at how I lived my life or how they grew up in a community like Upper Nicola, but to see that we have a role to play in this great little country of ours, in this world of ours, and just encouraging us to find some space in ourselves to forgive. I forgave the Pope and the Church. I didn't single out any individual. I forgave the Pope. I talked to the Pope and the Church, and I forgave him 6 years ago in Rome, in St. Peter's. So this morning it was the little boy who heard the words, and the little boy cried. He was saying, "Thank you, thank you." and it's a small step in us finding some peace and finding the strength and the legs and the courage to step forward and change my little world so that my family and my children and my grandchildren are happier little beings and free of the horrors that individuals like myself had to go through.
I know this is a day that many people are celebrating, but it also is a difficult day for lots of people. And I appreciate both of you spending some time tonight talking to us about this difficult subject. Thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate
Thank
it.
you.